Hey, you Dallas Cowboys. This is Rory.
This is Mal.
And we are coming to the Southside Music Hall November 19th. We hope that you get your tickets now. And I hope somebody bring me some vegan barbecue, Rory.
Yes, unfortunately, as much as I love Dallas, I don't want to go there when the Cowboys are good, but here we are. So
the Cowboys are indeed playing very well so that nobody will be depressed. So let's come out and celebrate the Cowboys having a winning season for once in the last 57 years. Get your tickets now, please.
See you Cowboys, Cowgirls, and Cowdays.
Houston, we're coming to the Houston Improv November 20th. New RoryandMal.com now. Get your tickets. Rory, this is like a homecoming, like you said.
Yeah, we might need to be there for a week.
Yeah, I think we need, I was thinking a month.
I'm going to do some pop-ups at some hookah spots, strip club, work, of course.
All work.
For the pod. I want a pod at Onyx.
Write it off on the taxes as a meeting. It's a work meeting.
You can find me at camp for free.
Houston Improv, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
No, Rory and Mal.
Welcome to a new episode of the new Rory and Mal podcast. I am Mal.
I'm Rory.
And we are back. We are in Atlanta at the Culture Lab, second home.
Yes.
If you will.
Shout out to Al and Tez.
Shout out to Al and Tez for allowing us to come in, fuck shit up in here.
Yeah. Well,
raise the noise ordinance.
Or just calmly do a podcast.
Yeah.
And not destroy anything.
Put everything back.
Be very respectful.
Yeah. Be mindful, be respectful, and be out in a allotted time.
Yes. Listen, man. Atlanta might be home soon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
So how you feeling?
I am, and you know what's funny? It's freezing in Atlanta now, and that was actually
felt like home.
It kind of made me, because I've always talked about
like we were walking down Park Avenue today, didn't it, Rory?
Yeah, like usually I'm always saying like maybe Houston or Austin or Dallas or something would probably be where I would move if I left New York. But you know, obviously with my skin pigmentation and lack thereof melanin, in need of SPF at all moments. It's not the safest place for a pale Irishman like myself to go.
Yeah.
Atlanta now with global warming, it's fucking freezing here.
Oh yeah,
it's
you can
great.
thrive down there. You can thrive. It feels like the Caucasus Mountains outside.
It's like New York with space.
Yeah, it's
like everywhere Central Park.
Atlanta definitely feels like home. We had a great show last night at Center Stage. Shout out to everybody that came out to the show. Sunday night, excuse me.
What is today?
Fuck it, man. Today's Monday.
It's okay.
We had a great show last night, Sunday at Center Stage. Shout out to everybody that came out. Shout out to DJ Drama.
A lot of fun.
B. Simone, Megan. Shout out to Saha, Sari. Everybody that came out and showed us love, support.
Paige.
Shout out to everybody.
Just naming people that was there now.
Yeah, man. That's
Eden.
Everybody that's in the green room. Who was the young lady that
Karen was
she was great, man.
Our point of contact for the night.
She gives Karen's a good name.
She's a good Karen. She was a good Karen over there at Center Stage. And shout out to everybody that came out. We had a great time. The audience was amazing. The couples we pulled on stage were amazing.
All right, I don't know if this is going to be problematic.
No, just go for it.
It is. Whenever you ask if it's going to be problematic,
you're safe.
Do you think Twitter owes us an apology?
Twitter owes us an apology. I like where you're going with it, even though I don't know where you're going with it.
Yeah, where you going with that?
Are we allowed to ask for apologies?
I don't ask for apologies. I demand them.
Apologize to me.
I demand an apology to whoever out there owes me.
Do you think you get a sincere apology when you demand one?
No. You never get a sincere apology.
Okay, so a few weeks back, the Twitter sphere, some of the Instagram streets had put some adjectives on our name. We know what canceling is and the lack thereof of it.
I know where he's going with this.
Some adjectives were thrown. I'm never mad at people trying to cancel us.
Oh, yeah.
But it's when you put certain words next to my name, it does bother me a bit.
Yeah.
I believe we were, and for those that don't know, we did a sketch with J. Alphonse.
Shout out to J. Alphonse. Congrats to him and his wife. They got married.
And I'm going to pull this card. Y'all just weren't smart enough to get... I didn't think it was that hard to understand what we were getting at in that sketch, but it came across to a lot of idiots as homophobic. And they called us a lot of really mean names.
They did.
As far as our stance.
They did. They had a lot of evil things to say to us.
Specifically the gay community.
They said we were homophobic. They said we were insensitive assholes.
Yes, out of touch.
We were stupid, out of touch. All kinds of things they called us.
I even feel like they called us the F word.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like those were in there somewhere behind those hidden burner
which is such
accounts.
a weird thing to call someone you're claiming is homophobic.
Exactly. But we will have Twitter sphere, that last night we had a lovely couple come to the meet and greet, and a gentleman. Oh, what was the gentleman's name? I know his partner's name is Justin.
Wow, you homophobe! You don't even remember their names.
No, his partner's name.
You don't
was
even
Justin.
look at them as people.
His partner.
Just content.
No, his just
content. You're just content to me.
No, his partner's name was Justin. I forgot
Yes.
the other gentleman's name, but he came up to me and Rory at the meet and greet and said,
Biracial couple too.
a biracial.
I don't think
That's not how it
interracial. They
works.
were.
Wait, how does?
What's the difference?
Look, whatever, man. They're in love. All right?
Yeah, right.
We didn't get their 23andMe charts.
Yeah,
we don't know if they were biracial.
We don't know. They were
interracial couple.
Interracial couple,
my bad.
and they came up to Rory and myself, and he told us how watching the podcast, listening to the podcast, and listening to Rory and myself talk over the weeks made him comfortable with coming out to his friends and his family about being a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Rory looked at each other and was like, excuse me? Like, because if you sit down and read the comments and you feed into things, you really feel like it's a consensus that everybody feels like this about Rory and myself. Oh, they're homophobes. They're this, they're that. They don't care. And it's like, we know we're not. But sometimes when you just read comments all day, not even close. But when you read these comments, you're like, damn, like, what do we say things that make people feel like this? And for that gentleman and his boyfriend to come up to us last night and tell us, exactly how comfortable we made him with coming out to his friends and family, that was all the confirmation we needed, Rory. Like, see, we're not homophobes.
You think he saw the Gail Fon skit and was like, I gotta call my mom.
Yeah. Saw the skit and he was like, you know what? This is it. I'm coming out today. This is it. I'm not hiding anymore. So we want to thank those guys for coming out. They were great.
Sure.
They came on stage, kicked it with us. And
his explanation was cool though, because he was suggesting, as most of us in the era that we grew up in, sometimes, people older than us, it was a homophobic environment.
Oh, absolutely.
Words were thrown around. It wasn't the easiest place for someone to come out as gay.
Oh,
absolutely. And he was saying like he grew up in that type of environment, knows we did, and saw how comfortable we are with that community, how much we don't care.
Yeah.
And he was like, that shit made me feel like if y'all are so cool with it, I think all the people around me will be cool with it. Because I was so scared because I grew up in that environment, they wouldn't accept me.
Listen, we do know, and we look back at a lot of things we used to say as younger guys, younger kids. We could look back and see how if somebody amongst our crew were homosexual, that it was like, it would probably be hard for them to be themselves and admit like, hey guys, I know we crack jokes and things like that, but I'm actually gay. But as men now, knowing what we know, it's just absolutely stupid for anybody to, look at other people and how they love and who they love and feel some type of way about it. Love who you love, be yourself, be who you are. That's one thing that we stand on over here. We are who we are. We do what we want to do. We have fun. We respect each other. We respect ourselves, most importantly. And we just, live life and have fun, man. And it was just beautiful to have that couple come out last night and kick it with us and talk to us. And we had a great time. So shout out to that couple. I'm sorry I can't remember the other gentleman's name, but Justin, I do remember Justin because he was on stage and he just was, everything that he said to me last night was funny. He had a girlfriend and then now he has a boyfriend. And then I said, oh, so you're bisexual? And he told me, no, I was never bisexual. And I said, Justin, I can't figure out what the fuck you're saying right now, but I love you anyway.
and also, Justin, I don't know if Julian, you took his email down or Peach or somebody. Justin, reach out to us because we want to send you guys merch back. But
see, we send gay people merch.
Yeah.
For free.
I feel like we're arguing against our point.
We can't be homophobic. We send gay people merch.
I can't be racist.
Free merch.
I voted for Obama. So they were the first couple. For those that don't know, on our live shows, we do bring couples up on stage and we play, whiteboard games, certain questions, our version of Never Have I Ever type shit.
Yeah.
And they were the first couple. And as progressive as I did feel, when they walked on stage, I feel like everything he said to us kind of just went out the window of this safe environment because everyone was like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the whole,
I was like, fuck.
And here's the crazy part.
This is not a safe environment.
But here's the crazy part. We're in Atlanta. Like, that crowd, if any crowd, should have been absolutely comfortable.
You know who said nah. It was the...
Yeah,
never mind.
Exactly.
He was there with his girlfriend.
Exactly.
It was the down lowers like, nah, wait.
Yeah,
they're living their truth.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Fuck them.
I wish I could.
Clenching his fist underneath
They're out of the
table.
closet.
Suppress it.
The fuck is wrong
You
with
look
this
so
audience?
happy.
Oh, man, but it was a great night, man.
I was nervous for both of us when they came out, though. It was the first time with a live show I was lightweight nervous on how we were going to handle something because I was like, all right, we got to get the jokes off. And I believe in equality for real. So y'all gonna get the same jokes that everyone else has got. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this because we have to tiptoe around the shit.
Yeah.
But there was no edit button.
No, there was not.
Live.
That's where the fuck I was nervous.
Live phones, cameras were out.
I didn't know how much of the Bronx was gonna come out of Mal.
Hey man, I'm comfortable with being around those guys.
I was
man.
nervous as fuck.
I love
when he said, nah, like I had a girlfriend, and Mal was like, well, how the fuck that work? I was like, shit, this is gonna go off the rails. People are gonna tape it.
But that's the beauty in it. You gotta have those type of conversations where you just like, yo, how the fuck does that work? Like, like I don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not judging you, but just walk me through it, Justin.
Well, his boyfriend said to me off mic when you were talking to Justin that he's like, that's how it usually starts. Like, we have to hide it so we get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's how it happens though. And that's the thing, like when you see guys that are like extremely homophobic, and you gotta kind of look at them like, man, why are you so bothered by that, bro? Like, what's up, man? You still live in my building. Like, I'm gonna see you every day. Like, I'm not gonna stop talking to you. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Just get that off your chest. Yeah, what you mean by that? What you mean ill when you see two men holding hands?
You act like they took your pension. Like, why the fuck you so angry?
What you mean by that, bro? Why are you so upset about that? But it was a beautiful night. Another couple that came on stage was Big Said and his girlfriend Wendy.
Yes, I liked
Big Said, the poet. Cedric Blatch. He had an amazing poetry book. Scott, what is it? Scissor and Tape.
Yes.
Scissor and Tape,
which I think had a couple entendres or meanings.
Yeah, I thought it was
neither here
two
nor there.
lesbians banging vages, but
you had to make it to page 48 to find that.
I was like, oh, all right, here we go. Let's just roll out all the gay couples. But he had a poetry book that he wrote, and he gave everybody from the crew a book, which was dope, and they were great too on stage last night as well.
I was blown away in London when that gentleman had said that he named his son after me, and I was like, that can't be true. You just liked him. He's like, no, you. I'm like, oh, kid has no future now.
And he's a redhead.
Cursed.
And he's a redhead.
I don't know what's weirder though. I think a guy saying Rory and Mal are the reason that I was comfortable to come out of the closet. It's way crazier than someone naming their son after me.
I just want to know what was the moment that made him like...
he told us it was
the J skit.
It was just to talk about us being like, yo, why are people so weirded out by gay couples? Like,
so it was an actual... Okay.
Yeah, and I just think overall that he probably grew up around people...
No, it wasn't a recap of Rosewood. No, absolutely not. Julian is fucking sick. No, that wasn't the moment where he was like,
he heard that.
God damn it, they went to the box, I'm coming out. No, that wasn't it.
So is that what's going on in the straight streets? Yeah, I can't.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to do this gay thing, bro. Fuck it. I can't do that. I can't do the boxing. No, I can't do it.
Kitty cat is not my speed.
Yeah, no. Pouring milk all over yourself, yuck.
Wait, no. Was there any other highlights? It was just a good show.
The B Simone.
B Simone and Megan came out.
Your energy in the green room was a little different.
Mal's phony.
We have to bring you to center stage here. No pun intended. You got to come to the podium.
It's just that y'all
me and Megan was mad. You was giving it up in the green room.
Y'all are trying to make me and my friend a couple, and we are friends. We are just.
That's okay, Mal. I have friends too.
We can just be friends. Why can't we just be friends?
Okay. Well, for those that weren't at the show, we played Truth or Dare because sometimes it's fun to play kid games when you're an adult. And Megan dared.
Never lose sight of the kid games, Rory.
Yes, well, out of context.
Wait till we bring Seventh Heaven back as adults.
Seventh.
I'm waiting for that one to come back.
7 minutes of heaven.
7 minutes in heaven.
It was.
Seventh Heaven
was a CW show.
TV show.
Yeah.
It was. Yes.
It was.
7 Minutes of Heaven was a weird game because 7 minutes is
a long amount of
Making
time.
out for 7 minutes is fucking crazy.
Yeah. In a closet?
We did sick shit as kids, man. Why we just turn the TV on? It's a TV right here. Like, we don't have to sit in the closet and just look at each other and start kissing. Like,
we got to bring Spin the Bottle back.
Yeah, let's bring all the games back as adults, Rory.
But we played Truth or Dare, and Megan had dared Mal. And he said dare with his chest, like he was down for whatever.
Dare.
And Meg was like, all right, post a picture of B. Simone on your IG with the caption of what she was giving up in the green room. And Mal was like, yo, I got mad plans for B. She's my rib. 2023 is ours.
My rib.
He's vegan.
Power. Yeah, I thought it was insane that somebody would call a woman a
But
rib.
see, Eddie, that's my thing. I'm clearly joking, and now they want to bring it on stage. Like, nah, post like, bro, those were jokes, man.
It was weird. He said out loud, #power couple. I was like, I don't say the
hashtag. I said,
Mal was walking around the green room, #power couple. I was like,
you see what I'm saying?
Weird.
I said #power couple. Just walking around the green room. Hashtag us against them.
Well, everyone was like
He
talking.
was running around the green room like Puff. Like I was inspired. It was crazy.
We were all hanging out in the green room talking. Drama was there. All the guys were talking music, and you were just in the corner on the couch.
See
Corner cuffing.
Eden, you have footage. I was everywhere but in the corner of that green room last night.
I don't remember.
Touchy-feely.
I don't remember. Touchy-feely.
You was platonically touching her knee.
Well, she was a little ashy. So I was
She had
asking
on
her-
jeans.
No, I'm talking about she had a whole
You could not see her knee.
She had a whole shirt with her arms and her back out, bro. What are you talking about? So I said, "Oh, you look a little ashy. Have some lotion." And she's like, "I know. I
Oh,
need
you lotioned
some.
her back?
No, I didn't. No, Megan
Oh,
lotioned
my
her.
God.
See, this is what I'm saying. I offered my friend lotion because she was ashy, and now you're asking if I lotioned her back. No, B. Simone and I are just friends.
I believe you gave her a
with
shoulder
Z's.
massage at one point.
Last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were like, yo, you look so tense.
You know, because she's a little nervous. B is a little nervous, even though she's a legend and she's an icon. She still gets a lot nervous before going on stage, and she likes to fart and throw up and things like that. So I was just making sure she was okay last night.
Interesting
That's all.
sequence.
Got you. So you was in when she had the runs. You were in the bathroom with her.
Well, I was offering
You held her
some
hand?
spray, and I had baby wipes in my bag as well. So I was letting her know if she needed anything, I was the guy.
You were there.
Got you.
Just being a great friend.
Wow.
Being a great friend. Shout out to Crystal. They sent us some side chicks.
Yes, they did.
Some tater tots.
Yo, this is not an ad. That was one of the best chicken sandwiches I've had in a really
pimento
long time.
cheese one?
Pimento
I want to
cheese?
know what they season that fucking bread with.
Oh, you know
Culture.
what they season with culture.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go down.
Side chicks.
Brittany's box.
Yeah.
Just rub it on her box
Oh
and
yeah,
throw it in
that
the,
good old Brittany Renner
Oh, yeah.
sweat.
throw it in the grease.
Yeah, dip it right in Brittany Renner grease.
God.
But yeah, it was fun. I wish you would have taken the dare, and we
I
could have
thought
taken
about
that to the
doing it.
next level.
I thought about it. I was like, nah.
And then I couldn't try to save it because Meg's married, so that would have been weird. And I feel like
Yeah.
I just have a feeling like her dude used to play in the league. She just gives me
Nah.
like I date linebacker vibes.
Nah. Meg is cool, man.
I love Meg.
Shout out to Meg. Shout out to B Simone. No for sure pod. Thank them for coming out. I feel like somebody else came out.
Drama came out. We did Atlanta
yeah,
Versus. He smoked us in the Versus. Shared some takeoff
It
moments.
was shared some dope words, some real sentimental words about Takeoff. Rest in peace. But yeah, it was only right that Drama smoked us in the Versus. I mean,
Oh,
it's DJ fucking Drama, man.
Absolutely. We had some fans come on stage and rap out of nowhere. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was
dope.
That was great.
Shout out to Molly. She bought us some juices.
Yeah.
I took a drink of some of the ginger juice that she bought me last night, and I woke up and completely emptied my bowels today. So thank you for that, Marley.
I
That
mean,
ginger ran right through me.
I like a woman with balance. She can press juice and knows all the words to Nuck If You Buck.
Oh yeah, you got to listen. Culture.
Balance.
That's part of the
That's
culture.
my type of
Shake that
girl.
ass and then release from that ass. So that's exactly what I did this morning.
I was exhausted, and typically I would have went right to the hotel. But it was Julian's 30th birthday. Happy birthday to Julian.
Happy birthday, Julian, man. Thank you, bro. We appreciate everything you do.
30 is a big one, so I was like, man, let's go to a strip club. But our show ended pretty late, and it was a Sunday night, so all the good strip clubs for some reason were closed.
Yeah, and we ended up in a fucking hellhole of a fucking place.
No. Rory called it a
Rory-
truck stop.
yeah,
No,
Rory
we
called
went
it
to a truck stop that happened to have naked women.
Yeah. What was that called? The pink nipple? Pink pony.
Pink pony.
The pink, excuse me.
Might
There
as
was
well.
a lot of pink
pony.
nipples.
There was a lot of
in
pink
there.
Oh
nipples,
man,
yeah.
the pink nipples were everywhere in there, lads, including yours, Rory. But we
Well,
were
my shirt
everywhere
was
in there. Was it? Oh, I thought you had. Your
I hadn't
nipples
seen
out.
a white stripper in a long time. That was weird.
Oh, you saw them all there.
Like, when was the last time you seen
In Atlanta.
a bunch of white strippers?
In
I was like,
Atlanta.
damn, they
It
make
felt
you.
like the strip club in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Oh, yeah.
It
There you
felt like
go.
a strip club in the fucking movie from the 80s.
Oh, and it smelled like. Remember when you could smoke cigarettes in bars?
Yeah.
It brought me back to when my dad, which I think someone should have stopped my father. My dad used to bring me to bars when I was like a baby,
Mhm.
and it just reeked of Marlboro cigarettes in the pink pony. It just brought me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It was a good night though. It served its purpose. We just needed somewhere to go and just chill, have some drinks, and we got to see some pink nipples and pink asses. So at the Pink Pony, it was crazy that you had to pay to get in.
It's $20.
And then they charge you. You can only
Yeah, the
take
valet was the funniest thing in the world.
Oh God, valet.
It was 20 feet.
Literally drove your car 10 feet and was like, "Yeah, that'd be $100." Bro, we could have did that ourselves. I didn't know what was.
He charged Shorty $20 to literally take his foot off the brake and then put it in park.
He put it in neutral.
And then we drove it out.
Yeah, sick as hustle. Oh, give you the key back. Yeah. Like, fam, I could have did that, what you just did like twice. Like, I don't need to pay you for that.
And I felt like I got afterwards because I went into the ATM to go pay him.
Yeah.
And when I came back out, he looked at me like he forgot. I was like, I should have stayed inside. He's like, oh, yeah, nah, it's 20. I'm like, Man, do you even work here?
No, the front, you have to pay to get in. Naturally, we don't just walk around with cash. So like, okay, I have to go to the ATM to get cash. Yeah, okay,
Especially in Atlanta.
leave me your ID. I said I have to leave my ID at the front to go get cash from the ATM from the spot that I'm gonna be now inside.
Mm-hmm.
She said, yes, okay, cool, go do that. It's $10 every time you withdraw money from the ATM machine, and it's only increments of $200.
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait, really? That's what it was?
Yeah,
Bro.
I took out money in the hotel for a reason.
And so, when in there, I'm thinking, okay, it's Julian's birthday. We're gonna have a night. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get 1,000 singles, let the whole crew have fun tonight.
Damn,
Yeah,
am I in the crew?
Where was I?
I didn't get $1.
No, listen. Julie was standing right there. The waitress said, okay, if you get 1,000 singles, you can't get any more until you throw that whole 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Mal
said,
turned and
"Excuse
looked
me?"
at me. He goes, what?
I said, what? You're gonna monitor me throwing
Oh,
Check your pockets.
I was about to
There's
say,
a single in there.
Check, did he throw everything? Check him. What is this? Like, where am I? I've never heard anything like this. I said, wait, so I have to completely throw all of the singles I get from you right now before I can get any more? She said, yes. I said, ma'am, I've never heard of this policy.
This is preposterous.
We're in Atlanta. If anywhere is a strip club town, it's Atlanta. What are you talking about? She said, that's the rules. I said, you know what? I'm going to go get these 400 singles, and I'm going to have a good night, and that's it. $20 for 400 singles, plus I had to pay another $10 to get the cash to get everybody in, which I had to pay $140, $20 per person, 7 people. Yeah.
They really got us because I did the same thing.
Yeah,
to
no,
get it.
bro.
I paid for or maybe it's 2 different crews.
No, listen, it was the craziest night ever.
And then they charged us $100 for that room.
for that room, the skybox.
The skybox, which had a
Oh, that was
wall.
only $100.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
good,
worth
right?
$100.
That was
Never
totally
mind.
worth
That
it,
was a
right?
steal.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I would have paid $1,000 for that shit.
And there was only like half of us in there too.
But overall, listen, man, we had a great night. Everybody got home safe.
One of the strippers came up to that skybox and said, "You want to do a private room?" I said, "No, I don't want to go in the bathroom stall with you. No private rooms in this shit."
But yeah, we had a great night. Everybody got home safe. And that's the most important part.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to the Pink Pony and shout out to all the girls that worked there. We had a great night last night.
Rory, can you mention your payment method from the Pink Pony?
Remind me.
The process. So Rory was paying it all off, as typical on the company card. And they asked him for a fingerprint.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yo, all right.
Wait,
that was
what?
one of the. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Yeah.
So I paid the check,
Uh-huh.
did the tip, everything, swiped. She gave me my ID, my card back. Like I was getting ready to leave, and she
Okay.
was like, she came with like this little square, and she was like, "I need your fingerprint." I said, "For what?" And she's like, "Oh, we need it." I said, "Did my card not go through? Like, do you need to swipe it again?" She said, "Oh no, everything went through." I said, "So why you want my fingerprint?" And she's like, "It's just something we do here." I was like, "I'm not giving you my fingerprint. Like
Like,
it's
you're
just
not
not
a
happening.
teacher."
I already paid you. It's done." And she's like, "Okay, that's fine." And then I was like, "Why were you so easily persuaded for me to say no on that?"
I guess it's like collateral, but it's like it doesn't make
Collateral.
sense though. Yeah.
No, it's for artificial
Like she
intelligence.
pushed for it,
Yeah.
and then I said no, and she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like,
It
No
served
pushback.
I'm
purpose.
very confused right now.
No, she did the same thing. She said, "Yeah, I thought for that section that we got that you had to buy. 'Cause, we come from New York, and you get a section like that, you buy
Get
a
a
bottle.
bottle.
That's how you
Yeah.
get a section." So I was like, "Okay, we'll get a bottle, I guess, of whatever they want to drink. Everybody said tequila.
Mhm.
I said, okay, so get a bottle of Casamigos, whatever they want to drink." So yeah, that'll be like $4.50. I was like, okay. I said, but damn, for a bottle, like I was like, I don't drink, he doesn't drink. I was like, maybe like 3 of the girls they drink, but I was like, I'm not gonna force them to drink a bottle of tequila
Yeah,
by
right.
Yeah,
themselves.
tequila, yeah.
She's like, oh no, you don't have to get a bottle.
Yeah, we got Heineken.
I said, ma'am,
Yeah.
why am I having this conversation about a bottle with you? I said, just bring me 7 fucking shots
Yeah.
and let's get out of here.
After everything I went through in London, anything would have been fine for
Yeah,
me.
I was
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
Can we do the London comparison? Because I feel like
there is no comparison. The Pink Pony wins by a fucking
It's
landslide.
not even close.
It's not even
There was no
fucking
bottle blokes, no bottle
close.
boys.
It's not even
They,
close.
they actually brought the liquor we
Yeah.
paid for.
Yeah.
Not a carafe
The
of some well
the Pink
tequila.
Pony wins by a landslide. If it's the verses between the Pink Pony and whatever that fucking hole in the wall we were in fucking London, it's the Pink Pony by a landslide.
Listen, man, the older I get, well, that strip club in particular, because strip clubs in Atlanta, like Magic City, the ones that we usually go to, and rest in peace to Follies, man. I just want to have a moment of silence real
man.
quick.
Legendary.
Those are more like social, like you go with girls, you can even go with your wife, you go
Mm-hmm.
with family, like it's a thing. That was a regular old school, miserable old single man strip club.
Yeah.
Like I was observing that strip club way different than I've looked at anything in Atlanta. I was like, this could be my future.
Yeah. Those are one of the strip
If
clubs.
I don't get my act together,
I don't stay on the straight and narrow.
I could be this old, lonely man asking, is Diamond working tonight?
Yeah.
Just ashing my Marlboro like, I made the
and
right
then
choice.
upset.
I'm never settling down.
That look like
These
one
women
of those strip
can't
clubs
contain me.
that does great numbers at like 1 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah,
It look like it's
Absolutely.
rocking in there at 1 in the afternoon. But I'll never go back.
It was.
Never go back. Even though I did meet a beautiful young lady in there. Forgot her name. Damn, fuck.
Good.
But she was great. She looked amazing.
I'm sure it wasn't her real name, so it's
No,
fine.
it wasn't her
Yeah,
real name.
it probably wasn't.
But since we've been down in Atlanta over the weekend, we got a few good albums that came out. We officially got the numbers for the Drake and 21 Savage Her Loss album, which was
411.
That's crazy.
411.
Which initial projection was 330, and then that jumped to 390, and then
Jesus.
they ended up doing 411. So
And I see they didn't quite do what Taylor Swift did with the whole 10, but they have like 8 of 10
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Billboard right
I mean,
now.
yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, but we did we not expect that?
I mean, amongst each other, we all agreed that it's great. So I think we, as a collective, expected that.
I don't think we had an expectation for what a 21 and Drake album could have really been, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy for me because y'all know how I feel when the announcement came. I was so
Like,
confused,
why?
but I was
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
they have really good songs together. They had about 4 songs at the time together.
Mm-hmm.
I said they have great chemistry. But honestly, the more I listen to this album, 21,
got off on this shit.
he kept up. He doesn't rap as good as Drake. We know that.
Right.
But he did what he needed to do at a very, very high rate on that album.
The songs never went to a low point when he came on.
Oh,
It just
not at
either
all.
carried or heightened the record.
This album to me, this now solidifies, and I've seen 21 call out everybody from his freshman album cover. But to me, this album definitely solidifies 21 Savage as a real legit artist, rapper. And while I do like the fact that he's calling out his peers from his freshman album cover as well. I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And I like that's the way, because it used to be who could rap better, but now we know hip hop has moved into a different place with lyrics. I like now the verses is the new way to say that. Let's do song for song, because now obviously no one's gonna be like, yo, I rap better than you, because that's just not what hip hop is at this point. So yeah, I like calling out. It should still be competitive.
This Her Loss album aside, like none of these songs can be used in the verses.
I think.
Do we think that he beats Kodak Black?
He'd still win.
Yes, I do.
You think 21
I
beats
think
Kodak?
21 even without Her Loss, I think 21 beats.
I don't
Kodak.
like that you didn't even think about
Yeah, that was
No,
kind
what?
of my...
I've been thinking about it since he said
Oh,
it.
okay.
you
I even went through Kodak's catalog, like,
I was like...
I think it'd be very close, but I think 21 edges it out because he's done bigger features. Like
Kodak,
I think a lot hits. Well, even though that's a 21 record and Cole's feature, but his catalog I just think is a little bit more diverse with who he's worked with, and certain records will hit different than I think what Kodak could.
I love 21.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know if he beats Kodak though.
Well, give me some tracks.
From Kodak?
Yeah.
So
if we got a lot with J. Cole, Kodak got...
what's the
which wouldn't even be that high in 21's catalog.
not,
That was just
that's
an example of
good example.
something outside of his typical sound.
does Kodak have any song away from the Her Loss joints as big as Super Gremlin?
ZZ.
Rockstar with Post Malone. Bank account.
Bank account is a
definitely
big yeah.
is bigger than Gremlin.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
21 has that X record too with Future. No
yeah,
Heart.
man. It's tough.
Ball Without You. Glock in My Lap.
Mm.
Numb.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see a versus with him and
I
Kodak.
mean, those were from that.
Oh no, it
2016
would be
class,
it would be a good verse. I'm not saying it would be like a wash or anything. It would be competitive. I just think 21 edges him out in it.
21 got some records for sure.
But that would be from the 2016 class. Those would be the two definitely top competitors.
Well,
Who
Uzi
else is
was
in
on
there?
that album cover as well. I mean, on that freshman list as
That
well.
is true.
Yeah, I think from that conversation, it was Kodak and Uzi were the two that people were giving the most pushback for.
I
Yeah.
see that they had a versus on Twitter with was it Kendrick and 21 or Kendrick and
it's a weird versus. Who's doing that?
Kendrick and somebody, and they said Kendrick was getting washed by. Was it 21 or Uzi?
I mean, I kind of doubt from either of the two.
But how do you even do? They're completely different. I wouldn't even know how to compare that.
You know how the Twitterverse does.
Yeah,
man. They just take the most random two people and just pin their
Slam
music
them
against
on
each
each
other.
But the point of verses is that like it makes sense.
Right. Oh, we think that's what the point of verses is. Sometimes they just grab two names and say, let's compare their catalogs.
Duke him out.
I guess.
I thought that was interesting though. But shout out to Drake and 21, man. That 411K is fucking insane.
Nuts.
8 of the top 10 on Billboard right now.
Yeah.
It's a great album though.
I feel like everyone I've talked to, like,
album.
it's a weird reaction. I feel like everyone quietly loves it. Like anytime it's brought up, someone's like, yo, that shit is like actually really good, right?
Because,
I'm like, yeah, it is.
But it's because of the reason, like I said, I felt like a lot of people, if it came out of left field, first of all, the album, I don't think people was expecting it. And then it's like, oh shit, this is a really great fucking project.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's that much better than What a Time, I didn't think that going into it.
Do you think it's because of the shots he took at, especially the women in particular on the album, that people don't want to publicly praise it?
No.
Nah.
I don't think it's that. I think that at this point, a Drake album being good is not a surprise. Like any album that Drake is a part of being a good album, people are not surprised about it. It's kind of like, yo, it's Drake. We know the album is good. Yeah. We get it. We understand he's the biggest artist in the world. Yeah. It's kind of like, I think that's what it is at this point.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but people are still hating on Honestly Nevermind. Like,
I don't know how people.
I like the album, but I could understand that not being for everyone. And
oh no, we know it's not for
fair,
everyone,
yeah.
but it's a lot of music and a lot of albums that isn't for everyone. That I feel like people be like, yo, it's a good album,
still
but it's just
good.
not for me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I think people just genuinely don't like that album, and I'm like, how do you not like this album? Like, it's good music, and I get it. That's not everybody's vibe,
Right.
but my thing is music. Good music is good music. Like I didn't tell you I was going crazy to Bad Bunny. Don't know what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, we saw the footage.
Yeah, I just loved it. Great music. I'm like, the music is amazing. I get it now. I understand why he's the biggest artist.
You was bad, he was Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
We're not Styles.
We're not doing that.
Don't ever call me and Eddie Styles and Kiss.
Yeah, you were Beyonce, he was Sasha Fierce.
No.
Oh wow.
Well, speaking of 21 and new music, and I don't know how much I even want to get into this, but 21 was on Clubhouse. I believe it was Clubhouse.
Yep.
And it was taken out of context because I did go listen to the actual clip, but the headline said 21 Savage says Nas is not relevant. He just has a core fan base. And if you listen to the entire clip, 21 was more having a conversation and they were talking with people trying to figure out what the word relevant really meant in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point somebody said, oh, if people 30 and under listen to you, that means you're relevant. I'm like, I just don't think that's the definition of relevant.
So bullshit.
But I can see someone looking at it that way because hip hop, even though it's aging great, it's still a young man's game at the end of the day as far as what sells the most. And that's why hip hop's always going to continue.
Right.
Because the youth carry it, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if you can ever say somebody of that stature
I'm going to pull up the definition relevant. Hold on. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Because yes, you can say at the time right now, he's not the hottest thing moving. Maybe sales aren't what some of the younger generation is doing. But to say someone like that is not relevant in a culture that they help push forward, probably
it's insane.
More than most rappers is hard to say, especially when at the age they're doing, at the level of music they're making, like a Nas.
Right.
And the relevancy of seeing how hip hop could age, because he's from the first generation. KRS, Big Daddy Kane, all them stopped rapping. Run DMC stopped rapping. We never saw how hip hop could age.
Mm.
So I think he's relevant in the category of watching rappers get older and it not be corny for them to rap.
Right.
I'm going to read the definition of relevant. Relevant is closely connected or appropriate to what is being done or considered. Appropriate to the current time, period, or circumstances of contemporary interests.
Mm-hmm.
With that definition, Nas is very much relevant.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I guess it depends what you define as relevance strictly off sales. Is relevance strictly off how many people you can pack into a venue?
We could go semantics. Yeah. We can play word semantics on what.
Well, I don't subscribe to the white man's language anyway, so I don't really care about that definition.
Got it.
But
I'm for 21 to say that Nas isn't relevant, but then says he just makes good fucking music and he raps really good or whatever he said.
21 was not saying anything negative. The headline made it sound like
Of
that.
course.
If you listen to 21, what he was saying, he was not dissing Nas.
No, he wasn't dissing Nas, but he was off a little bit because his words were Nas isn't relevant. And that's incorrect. Nas is very much relevant. He just had Rap Album of the Year last year with KD2.
Yeah.
So yes, Nas is very much relevant. He has a great album out now, KD3. He's still rapping at a very high level. Raps better than most rappers, new or old, today. Is able to make 3 albums with the same producer.
4.
And none of the albums sound anything alike. So I don't know, you know what I mean? When you say relevant, it's like whatever your definition may be, cool, that's your definition of relevant. But in the definition of the word relevant, Nas is absolutely relevant today.
He's one of many men in rap right now, one of the OGs that is setting course for future rappers who are young right now.
Yeah.
To keep on rapping.
Absolutely.
That is relevance in its prime.
And he still raps better than most of the current rappers.
And
so
yeah, is there a legend from that era that's putting out the same volume as well? Because
absolutely not.
No.
Because you got to think to keep up with this era, people put music out a lot. Like it's not fucking twice a year, or once every 2 years you put out an album type shit. Like even Drake, the biggest artist, period, has to put out a lot of music.
Absolutely.
So I don't know any other legend that's aging so gracefully and keeping up with the volume of music you need to put out at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you just want to get into KD3, I came here after KD2 and said, I think this is the best one. KD3 is the best one. The fact that this shit keeps getting...
It gets better every time. And that's the point. That's why Nas is very much relevant.
Yo, this album is ridiculous.
Better. This album is amazing. And I think it's not even close. It's a certified fact that Hitboy is by far the most versatile producer in hip-hop history.
I was thinking just as a 32-year-old hip-hop fan, I couldn't be happier with Her Loss and KD3 coming out within 2 weeks of each other. Like, if you are complaining about hip-hop right now,
you're fucking...
I don't know what the fuck. You're not relevant.
You can't hear anything. Yeah, you're not relevant. Your ears aren't working. You're not relevant. And you should fucking get outside more because there's a lot of great music out.
The only thing I've been complaining about is replay value. I feel like a lot of projects don't have that anymore. We have 2 albums that have nothing but replay value.
Her Loss, high replay value.
Like, I can't wait to turn the Nas album. I can't wait to turn on the Drake and 21.
Bro, and this is why I feel like this is the, I know that the way we stream music and things like that, it may not be as beneficial for artists and the creators as it was back when it was physical sales only. But the fact that we get this music and we get, like you said, back-to-back weeks, I mean, this is a great time as just a consumer of music, a hip-hop head, to just be, alive. Because it's like, bro, we get all of this music. I can go from a Her Loss album to KD3.
Yeah.
I can go back and listen to KD2. You know what I mean? West Side Gun album that came out a few weeks ago. It's just so much dope art and music that we have available right now. And again, back to Hitboy, man. I'm just amazed at, first of all, when they announced KD3, I was like, all right, man, please don't fuck up the trilogy that y'all have going, because 1 and 2 are so amazing. But I mean, KD3, it's like, I got to start looking at them two like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing together in these studio sessions, man? Like, how are y'all able to create at such a high level, not fall off, not lose a step? But then, to me, 1, 2, and 3 sound nothing alike.
At all. Not even close.
And that's the amazing part to me. Like, it's not like I'm listening to the same projects and I'm like, all right, y'all are beating this sound into the ground. It might be time to close the chapter on this. These are 3 totally different albums. The content, the sound, the production, everything around these 3 albums is totally different. And it's only right that we salute both Nas and Hitboy on just setting an example of working together, having the business right, and just having the type of chemistry and the energy that they have between, because I see people going back to the 21 Savage thing, just saying, oh, it's a disconnect between the older generation and the current. Is it? Because Nas and Hitboy is showing us that there's no disconnect at all.
And it sounds like now.
They are very much connected. And this is a younger producer in Hitboy with an OG artist, Nas, being able to create 3 pieces of art together that are nothing alike and are absolutely incredible. So
and this third one, I love the features on KD1 and KD2. Hearing Lauryn Hill was amazing. Hearing the Firm back together was fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Hearing Nas with Big Sean and Don Toliver was cool. Like, I like the features they picked, but I love with this one, Nas carried the entire project. Mm-hmm. There wasn't really a need for any feature on any of that shit.
Right.
Like,
which is crazy.
The amount of rapping that Nas does to carry, how many tracks is it, Julian?
17?
18?
It's
a little over an hour. Like, yes, 17 records. The amount of rapping Nas is doing carries the whole shit. It's incredible. I have come to a realization, though, Mo.
What's that?
If you've been following my journey for quite some time, listeners out there, I've been very vocal that everyone on earth has met Andre 3000 besides me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I thought maybe one day would be my time. It hurt my heart that when we were in London, we were going to go to Soho House. He ended up being there. I was like, fuck, man, that might have been my chance. Mm-hmm. Don't see him in Soho. Mm. Maybe the stars would align and it would take London for me to see Andre 3000. Mm-hmm. Didn't happen. We saw Bottle Boys instead.
Yeah.
Blokes.
So I go to the Nas and Hitboy KD3 listening party, which I haven't been to like one of those in a really long time. But because it was fucking Hitboy and because it was Nas, I was like, yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah.
We can talk about that after. I wake up the next morning. Oh. Okay, at the KD3 shit, I'm in the section.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to big league you. I'm just, trying to paint a picture. I'm in the actual section with Nas, Hitboy, Mass Appeal, Static, everybody.
Lit.
Industry.
I'm in the right section of if a legend or someone were to come, they would be where we were. Mm-hmm. And I stayed pretty much the entire time.
And you're a legend yourself, so you were right at home.
Oh, thanks. In the legend scale of that, Jungle was more of a legend than that than I was. But I stayed for a pretty long time, but way past my bedtime. We had to go to Atlanta the next morning.
Legends don't have bedtimes.
Right.
Come on.
So I wake up for my flight, right?
Legends never sleep.
And I'm just, I'm just scrolling through Instagram and shit. Doing some double taps, doing some likes, looking at some money bags. Mm-hmm. And I see Elliot Wilson post this picture of Hitboy, Nas, and Andre 3000.
In that same section?
In the same fucking section.
He was waiting for you to leave.
Fam. I was there for like 3 hours more.
Yeah, in 3 hours and minute 2, that's when Andre showed up.
they texted him like, yo, he left.
Yeah, he left. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Bro,
he's gone. Yeah.
I almost shut the place down, and I walked in at the same time as Hitboy. I walked in with Hitboy. I have no words. I'm like, this is just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is never, and could you imagine all the pain I felt of all the photos of everyone in Andre 3000? My moment could have been me, Nas, and Andre 3000.
Oh man. Wow.
But instead it was just me and B-Dot.
Yeah.
Again.
Another legend.
Yeah. Just a flick of me and B-Dot.
See, what you don't know is Rory is Andre was sitting across the street, perched on the rooftop, sitting Indian style, playing his Mayan flute. Mm-hmm. And as soon as he saw you exit the building, that's when he decided to swoosh down and join the party and said the red guy is gone and now I can enjoy it.
How am I on the same schedule? I went from London to New York. Was he on my flight?
Might have been.
Honestly, I think he was closer than you knew.
Yeah.
Imagine he was sitting in coach the whole time in the middle seat.
You just miss him by like this much every time.
Just missed him, Rory.
Missed him. I was actually upset. Like really genuinely upset.
You can't, but see, that's the thing about Andre 3000. You have to, you can't, you only see him when you don't expect. Like when I met him, I literally was just walking down whatever avenue that is that Macy's is on 34th Street, and literally saw him standing on the corner of Victoria's Secret, and he was just standing there. And I'm walking and I'm talking and I'm just kind of, you just kind of walking around Manhattan. We're from there, so we don't have the tourist head swivel. We just like looking down on our phone, and I just looked up, and Andre 3000 was standing, just leaning on the wall of Victoria's Secret outside on the corner, And I looked and I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Peace, man."
He said, "Rory not with you, right?"
Yeah.
All right, what's good?
He's like, "Rory not outside, right?" I was like, "Oh, I think he's home." He's like, "All right, good. I can stay outside a little longer."
Roy, what would you say to him? Because this is something you've obviously made clear. What happened?
I don't know what here's the thing. I have a very, very short list of people I would ask for pictures with.
Okay.
An extremely short list.
Well,
and he's on it, so I would ask him for a picture.
So it's Andre 3000. Who else?
Chappelle is on that, but the time I spent with him felt like too intimate and like it would have been really weird.
Same with mine.
I just didn't want to be that guy. We were having a cool conversation. It would have been weird. Yasin, Mos Def is on that list
For sure.
and I might D'Angelo, and I think that's where the list would stop
That's cool.
for people I would ask for pictures with.
You would not get a picture with any of those gentlemen. Let me just say that right now. It's never gonna fucking happen.
When I was with Chappelle and them, go to Aunt Clemens' Instagram when it's Aunt Chappelle, Jay Elect, everybody. I took the fucking picture. I wasn't in it.
You can see Roy's reflection in the background.
Your aunt didn't tag you. He put the camera emoji and tag you.
Camera, Rory.
Yeah.
Consequence had me in a headlock, so I couldn't. But yeah, that would be actually, you know what? Q-Tip would be, speaking of that, Q-Tip would be on that list, but I would never ask Q-Tip for a picture because I just feel like Q-Tip would look at me like I was fucking nuts. I saw him at when Joyce opened up for Kate Trinata, Q-Tip was up in like our little green room viewing area. And I was like, damn, everyone on the list I would ask for a picture is someone that would look at you nuts for asking for a picture.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to taking pictures, and I've been fortunate enough to be around some legends and icons and in intimate settings and be a part of some really like, personal conversations. And it's just weird how in those moments you never even, the thought of asking for a picture doesn't even come to mind.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
It's like I'm not even like, I'm just honored to even be here having a conversation with you.
Right.
And it's like everything that I always thought about you is confirmed, like super down to earth, super personable, and just accepting and embracing and things like that. So it's like to end that with, can we take a picture? Is just like
Exactly.
It's a little weird.
Like Chappelle and I had, and this is weird. I hate name dropping and talking like this.
No, pick it up. It's right there.
Yeah,
right
no, it's
there.
cool.
Yeah.
Chappelle and I had a really cool conversation about rich people and poor people finding religion and the difference. Like at that point, I'd be like, oh, how about a flick?
Yeah.
Like
Hey, Dave, you don't mind if we? No,
Yeah.
I do mind actually.
Yeah, I would have felt more comfortable. Like, yo, can I get a cig? Can I get a buzz down, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
But to Eden's question, I don't know what I would say because they kind of like know already. People. I would want to say thank you to Andre 3000. Like, yo, you have no idea what he's heard that. Like, he knows.
Yeah.
He's aware that he's
A legend and
has changed everyone's
how much
life.
people love him.
He doesn't need that from me to be like, I don't think 3 Stacks like, damn, I guess I am influential.
You know what? I know. I found your end.
There's nothing to say.
I found your end with 3 Stacks. You have to pick up the Mayan flute and learn how to play it.
To become his competition?
Yeah,
And then have a flute off.
and then have a flute off.
Flute off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Flute off the red-nosed reindeer. Look, that shit.
Oh, wow.
Got him.
Flute off.
You would probably want me to dress as a leprechaun when I played the flute
Oh,
too,
hell
wouldn't you?
yeah.
You'd have to learn some steps too.
you gotta wear the fucking leprechaun
Irish
outfit.
jig.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Irish jig.
Do the little Irish jig.
Is that a pirate?
That's your
Well,
way
yeah.
in with 3000, man.
I mean, yeah, I feel like at this point, it's just never going to happen.
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
just going to have to accept
Third time's
it.
the charm.
it's gonna happen. It would happen like, you see how we were just walking up the block getting some coffee and went to the store? That's how you would bump into 3000.
Where are we next? Dallas? He'll probably just be there.
Yeah.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
Just
With the flute.
most random places. Like we would have bumped into 3 Stacks coming out of the Pink Pony. Like it's most
that
random
would've
fucking
been
If
night.
I
Crazy.
fucking find out Andre 3000 is in Atlanta right now, I'm going to lose my fucking
I'm
mind.
pretty sure he's here.
Probably might be.
Here.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the weirdest place for you to bump into him
Yeah,
at.
this would
I'll tell
be
you
it.
that.
No, but like our schedule. Like he's just,
Yeah.
he has the same tour routing as us, but he's not
No,
touring.
he'll actually be on this same couch later today.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. He'll be right here in the Culture Lab later today.
Well, yeah, it was a really cool listening event. We know how fucking industry listening events,
I was
and how
home-
they've aged.
I was home getting better. I was fucked up. So I spent the day. Sean had texted us about that event. I couldn't make it. I said, bro, I gotta sit in the house with this sweatsuit on and sweat all this shit out.
Yeah.
So I could feel better coming down here, and I did. That day off really, really helped. I feel 1,000% better today. So I'm glad you went though. I heard it was a really dope event.
It was just fun. It was just a fun event.
Rory, and the album was amazing. So shout out to KDIII, shout out to Nas, shout out to Hitboy.
You said that Dave Chappelle would be one of the people that you would take a picture with. Right?
He would be on the list, yeah.
Did you watch his monologue?
No.
Well, great.
Of course I did.
Okay.
Everybody in the world has seen that monologue
you'd be surprised
by now.
Well,
I stayed up. I didn't do anything. What day did we fly here? Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, I stayed in the hotel Saturday just because the flu's going around.
Yeah.
I didn't want to force anything. And I stayed up and watched it live. I haven't turned on a hotel TV and went to the cable in maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
I was like, where's NBC at?
Chappelle will do that.
Chappelle, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it was everything I think we expected, if not more.
It was probably one of the greatest 15 minutes of speaking I've ever heard.
It was just,
and call me a dick rider, call me that was incredible.
It's not even. I don't think it's even close anymore. Chappelle is the greatest of all time. It's just the way he leads into things, the way he sets things up, his punchlines, his timing, his influx in his voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything about it is just perfect. It's just genius. The way he introduced the whole Kyrie part of it. Kanye was in so much trouble that Kyrie got it. That was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And the way he started, like, and that Kanye is how you buy yourself some more time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that simple. And that's what Dave is. He's perfect at sitting back, analyzing, seeing everything that's happening, going on, and then being like, this is how you stay away from that and avoid that.
Well, ironically, for some reason, Kanye is probably one of the least articulate people on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not me doing the Kanye cape or being one of those people like, you just don't understand Kanye. I really think in Kanye's head, he be smoking these conversations
100%.
and these interviews, not realizing what's coming out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
In his head, he probably thinks he sounded just like Chappelle did on SNL, except he's just yelling, slavery was a choice, like Kanye.
I did that.
Kanye. I'm going DEFCON 3 on the Jews. Kanye.
Fell asleep.
Go to bed, bro.
Kanye.
Yeah.
I think, and again, this is not defending what he said or saying y'all don't understand. I just think Kanye, in his own brain, thinks he sounds like Dave Chappelle and how Chappelle articulated that shit, but just bullshit. I want to abolish steps. Kanye probably thought that was the most well thought out thing ever in his head and just yelled out, let's get rid of steps. It's
and thought that everybody's gonna be like, word.
And we were all get it.
Let's get rid of steps today.
Like, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, like we don't need steps. Who needs steps?
I hate second
We have
floors.
elevators. But
Like, when a fire happens, like, who cares? Let's just get in the elevator.
that SNL skit, Dave Chappelle, man, just amazing to watch. And he echoed a lot of sentiments and statements that Kanye made, but just in a way where it just wasn't as offensive, as harsh, as disruptive.
It's not in an attacking tone.
And not in an attacking tone.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not saying I've been to Hollywood. I'm not saying they run it, but there's a lot of them.
And even to that explanation, because of course we understand why the Jewish community gets upset at they all run media, they control the world, because that was the narrative that the Nazis had done to start the Holocaust, World War II, all that shit, right? I mean, if you think it happened, Kyrie. Sorry.
That was even great. Like, that whole part was like...
Yeah.
But Chappelle explaining, and I hope a lot of the Jewish community listened with an objective ear to Chappelle when he said, I've been to Hollywood. One could start putting things together and feel that way. They may not be right.
Yeah.
But when you go into Hollywood, you go into media, you go higher up, a logical person could just put things together. It doesn't mean you're correct in thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a correlation.
But there is some logic in like, okay, everybody's Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean you should spew hate speech towards them.
Right.
But the Jewish community has to have some understanding that
how people could think that.
We could put some things together here.
Yeah.
That's all. I hope everyone really listened to Chappelle because I think he gave both sides pretty well.
It was perfect.
Thought the Ferguson, Missouri comparison was the perfect way to put that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of black people in Ferguson, but we know they don't run it.
They don't run it. Right.
You could say the same thing with Hollywood, but one could think otherwise. That's
The
all.
line that's circulating the most on Twitter, at least, is if they're black, it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. If they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you should never speak about it.
Mm-hmm. Genius. I thought that was a perfect way to calmly, subtly say,
Yeah.
that's basically what it is.
And to even think why every time we would suggest that we have to shut the fuck up about it. It's like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was perfect. I thought it was the best way to sum up everything that's been going on right now for everyone that's been arguing both sides on Twitter, Jay, Kyrie.
Just watch
JDL,
that bit.
like,
Watch the Chappelle bit. It's the perfect way to address everything. And I like the fact that even he said it's for a genius who has, become a genius at just speaking. He said it's hard for him to even talk. During these times. Like, it's like I have to watch what I say and how I say it because, everybody's offended. Everybody is upset. When at the end of the day, listen, we're all human. We all come from struggles. We all have our prejudices against us.
Yeah.
But let's have these conversations and let's break down these walls of, hiding behind, not being offended. Let's not be so quick to be offended. Let's listen to each other and find a common ground of understanding. So I thought Dave Chappelle did a great job of that and finding laughter in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like finding some laughter. Let's laugh at it. Like, listen, we understand some people are hurt and offended and we don't ever want to offend anybody and we don't ever want to talk to hurt anybody. But if it happens, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why. And also let's laugh during the talk. So Dave Chappelle did a great job. Another feather in his hat of genius.
To learn.
Even in the sketches were great. And they've done
House of Dragons.
That was great.
Bringing Tyrone Biggums back.
That
whole
whole
club
in the monologue, the chain premise that he kept going back to with Kanye and that was some of the most genius comedy shit I've ever seen. There was and I'm gonna nerd out, and the amount of entendres that was in that premise of calling it back each time. Chappelle, the amount of time that this Kanye thing's been going on to come up with that type of bit that quick, is a different level of genius. And shout out to Nori and EFN.
Absolutely.
Drink Champs got shouted out on fucking Saturday Night Live. That's amazing.
That was dope. That was dope.
But yeah, the sketches, I'm sorry. I just wanted to go back to that monologue because I've watched it like 30 times. But yeah, sketches were great. If you guys want to talk more about Game of Thrones, I thought it was funny because of all the Chappelle Show characters and references on it. I didn't fully understand everything because I've never watched Game of Thrones or the new shit. So it's probably funnier to y'all than it was to me.
Yeah, they did a good job of poking at certain things from the show itself. But I was just saying, from a broader perspective, Chappelle and whoever else was helping writing these sketches, they did a really good job.
Neil was involved with the last 2 times he hosted.
They did a very good job of addressing, again, all the social and political stuff, but through a really simple, basic comedic lens. The barbershop sketch in particular, just the one white guy in there that was, completely not reading the room,
right?
Just missing the mark on every single thing that
which is what happens,
which happens all the time on Twitter. That was a physical representation of Twitter. They did a really good job of driving home stuff Chappelle said in his monologue and integrating them into the sketches. So shout out to everyone that did that.
And just the little shit I find funny, having a dragon light your crack pipe is just funny to me. It's just funny to me.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it had me think because they brought back the haters from the Haters Ball and Ice-T, which was great to see him. It did make me sad, man. Patrice O'Neal would have been
God
in that sketch. He was part of the Haters Ball.
And Charlie.
Well, I don't know, man. Patrice, if he stayed alive,
I think
he might have been fucking.
Patrice
he would not have been allowed on SNL.
Patrice would have been out of here a long time ago, man. Let's just call it
Patrice would have yelled Jew way before Kanye.
Oh my God. Years ago.
Yeah, he would have had to move to Ohio, but not by choice.
Yeah, that's a fact. Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace to the legend, Patrice O'Neal.
Legend. Man, and he would have been so needed. We say that all the time, but I'll never stop saying he would have been so needed in this era. We're joking and saying we've been canceled. I think he would have became a superstar. Because the way Chappelle articulated everything that's going on right now, Patrice is that level of intellect as well. Patrice would have been great to have us cut the bullshit, all the semantic shit, and be like, bro, look what the fuck is going on right now.
Somehow less filtered.
For sure.
Way less filtered. Patrice O'Neal, yo, dog.
One of my favorite comedians ever.
Oh my God.
He's got some great stand-ups still on YouTube. I watch them often.
He also would have been, I think, podcasting would be completely different if Patrice O'Neal was here. Because I feel like podcasting, of course, existed, but I think even, shout out to Sirius, our partner, like the Opie and Anthony days where it was just like long form content, Patrice was always the star. He could talk about anything. He could talk for 3 fucking hours. He was hilarious. He was articulate. He was intelligent. He started that long form shit. And if he had his own podcast, this would be different.
He would definitely be getting his shit off.
He would force all of us to not be as PC or toe the line on these podcasts because we'd look pussy.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal, man. Legend, icon. Wish we had more time with him. Word. But yeah, the sketch of the potato hole was funny. That was, yo, bruh.
And shout out to all the other comedians in it. They played that the corny news shit perfectly.
Perfect, man. That was a really good, that SNL was one of the better ones we've had in a long time.
For sure. I think I would say when Bill Burr was on was probably the last time outside of Chappelle that I was like, oh, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we have, I think SZA's doing the next one, right?
SZA?
Keke Palmer said, was that real?
Yes.
Shout out to Keke Palmer. That's big,
wow.
Bro. Keke Palmer is hosting Saturday Night Live. That's fine. Congrats to her.
Major. Shout out to Keke Palmer.
Did you guys watch Nope?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see Nope yet. When we were coming back from London, I was going to watch it on the flight, but I fell asleep.
Regardless of the film, Keke killed that role. She's
talented as fuck.
Keke Palmer is talented, man. She's definitely talented. And I feel like she's still a little underrated.
I wish she would make more music, too. I liked her music.
Yeah.
But shout out to Keke. I will be watching that one as well. And SZA, I mean, of course, we know.
Oh, man, SZA.
But I hope that means we saw the clips of the video that she's about to put out.
That's oat milk.
Listen, bro.
No, I know oat milk when I see it.
And her kitty cat.
Julian, you know I know oat milk when I see oat milk. Come on, man.
That wasn't the Khalifa.
SZA,
nobody can eye oat milk like I can.
SZA got the good surgery. You know, like the proportional, like you look amazing surgery. Are we not allowed to? All right.
No, you are.
Are we not allowed to say that she obviously got surgery?
But all the videos are.
SZA was always
just her silhouette.
so
we haven't really seen her yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've just seen the.
But you can see the
shadow.
You can see the shadow. You can read the shadow.
The shadow can look good on anyone. Not to say that she doesn't look incredible.
I've seen
but
some
I'm saying we still haven't seen her in the light.
I've seen some silhouettes.
I've seen some shadows where I was like,
I've seen my silhouette.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not that good. It's gross.
Yeah, I seen my 12 o'clock shadow, Julian. Let me tell you, looks nothing like SZA. You know it's me when you see my shadow.
But I hope that her doing SNL, that would confirm, right, that the album has to be coming before the year is over.
Yeah.
Maybe even before November, like maybe some Black Friday. Would that be a good guess?
That would be interesting. Black
Friday SZA, that's my guess.
Yeah, because we did think it was coming out around the Black Panther 2. I think we said that for a while for the last few months. So we not off, maybe right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Or right before, like you said, the end of the month. Or the end of the month, Black Friday maybe.
I mean, she's 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 with the records. I can't wait. Everyone knows how we feel about SZA, so I'm excited.
December 3rd is when that's happening.
Gotcha.
December 3rd?
Oh, that's December 3rd. All right. Then
SNL?
No, maybe we could get it Black Friday then, because she would perform after the album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go SZA album.
Looking forward to it, SZA. You look amazing. You sound amazing, and we need some male captions. So give us some captions, man. SZA gonna give us some male captions.
And as much as I give her shit about accountability, I don't want her to take any bit of accountability on this album. I love when she doesn't take accountability.
Love it. Classic fucking records.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Where we at? Oh, those are the real Vogues? Well, the fake Vogues? Wait, will we get sued if we show it? Oh, all right. If you're watching, we have the Drake and 21 Vogue.
YouTube.com/.
I don't know if this is real or official. If that's
cool though.
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah, we see it.
Boom.
Wow.
What is the quote again from 21?
You have to be political. 21 Savage is not holding back. That's so funny.
Should we talk about the Twitter disaster?
Yes. I have my blue check now.
How do you? All right. For those that don't know, Eden bought a verified check.
We should have got one for our account.
I mean, I guess.
You have to understand why.
Did you feel verified after that check came?
No, I know I don't.
Did it feel like a void in your life that maybe was missing?
Man, that was not a void. My point was,
did you look in the mirror like, yes, fine.
What was more special, getting your green card or getting a verification on Twitter?
I only have my verification. But the point is that
he's a verified American.
Right, I'm a verified American. For $8, I got.
This is why we need to close our borders.
Yeah, right. This is exactly why. Trump was right.
Illegal immigrants getting Twitter verifications
verified on Twitter.
They're stealing our blue checks.
Now his voice matters.
Exactly.
That could have went to a white man.
Look for
a blue check.
Yes.
The guy bar sided pink.
It was definitely cheaper.
Or whatever.
Taking our jobs and they're taking our blue checks.
Taking our blue checks. God damn it! Get out, Eden. That's sick.
It was very much cheaper.
Like, is this country even ours anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going
never
fucking
was.
running amok. But Eden, I like when Eden was like, I always wanted to shake shit up.
Yeah,
I got my
up.
check.
He said that in the green room.
Hold on.
I wanted to shake shit up.
Hold on.
Eden, nobody was shook up.
You have to understand, people were getting tight because people were getting a verified blue check for $8.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that is now the value of looking verified on a social media platform.
Absolutely.
And we care about that way
I had it valued at
much.
$0.
Yeah.
Right.
For real. I'm still not verified on Twitter. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I think we just put too much value on that little visual. Way too much.
Let's talk about some of the fake tweets then.
Oh yeah. Well, exactly. That was the real big problem, is that Twitter and Elon Musk was getting a lot of backlash because there was a lot of people that were getting the verified check for $8 and then making like fake like Woj accounts, fake CNN accounts, and then just automatically the biggest one was LeBron James saying, quote unquote LeBron James, saying that he was like retiring from the Lakers or some shit like that, or moving on or going back to Cleveland, you know?
Well, sports wise, but the biggest one financially was Eli Lilly, which is a pharmaceutical company that provides insulin, said that they would start giving out insulin for free.
Damn.
And their stock dropped millions of dollars.
Okay, but this is the Twitter. This is the Twitter I grew up on, though.
Yeah.
Like, y'all wasn't around for the fake retweets.
Yeah, like,
had us saying some crazy
disrupt
shit.
some shit in the real world on social media.
This is the new version of the fake retweet.
Absolutely.
There was a 4.5% drop in their stock after one tweet. After someone paid $8, they tanked.
Love it.
4.5%.
I love it though. You see what I'm saying? I love that. That's crazy.
Look at the world we fucking live in, man. This is the crazy. I'm telling you, we in a fucking simulation. Nobody won't listen to me. This is the sickest shit in the world.
Someone tweeted from the fake Pepsi account, Coke is better.
Bruh, see what I'm saying?
I love it.
And I'm sure Elon and the rest of the lizard people that control our taxes
lizard people
are just laughing.
Like, look at
know they went in the inside of a volcano and just laughed at the tweets.
From the inside of a volcano that was erupting. Like, look at these mere mortals.
Yes.
They could never be in here.
They'll never be reptiles like us.
Lockheed Martin stock dropped as well after a tweet that said, "We will begin halting all weapons sales to Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the United States until further investigation into their record of human rights abuses."
Bruh.
Did you see all the LeBron lying memes that were going around the last week?
Oh my God. I love that.
It was just a picture of LeBron on the couch. Was like, listen, Hope showed me 92 of the bricks. I was like, bro, you should be careful. I don't want you to lose those.
Well, so the LeBron joke started after a press conference of him talking about takeoff's passing and saying how early in the Miami
he
Heat
had
days
their music in 2010.
he had way before it even existed.
And then
He
they
said,
showed a
The
video.
greatest A&R of all time.
They showed a video of Offset in 2010. He was pop locking in a fucking bedroom. They said LeBron had a Travis Porter record. They thought that was the Migos.
Wait, hold on. LeBron said 2010.
Yeah.
He said he was in the locker room and they said
They weren't in high school
he
yet.
said D Wade and everyone else was like, "Yo, who is this? Turn this off. It's corny." And he was like, "Nah, they the future."
Yeah.
No, that's
even out.
Future.
I told everybody. I told him that was it.
That's Migos.
He said, you can ask him. He was like, well, that was Travis Porter and somebody else you were playing, but that was not the Migos.
So we were all listening to Watch the Throne, and LeBron was like, "Nah, I'm not on that.
Not on this. Yeah.
Y'all still on that?
I had Watch the Throne in '99. I'm on some new shit."
But you know why I love that? Because that has always been silently a thing. Like, even during the bubble when LeBron had like the books that he was reading and those
He
pictures
never
came
read a
out
damn book.
and it was only on like page 3 the entire time. Like people have been slowly building this case against LeBron for a few years, and it's been funny. But I think, like you said, the takeoff thing, which is when people were had enough. Like, all right, fam, 2010. All right, listen, we built our case against you for years. We're getting you out of here today. Today it stops, and I just loved it because it's like, first of all, it's LeBron James. We love LeBron, one of the biggest athletes ever. But people have been silently calling LeBron on his bullshit for a few years, and they was just fed up at this point.
No, I had heard that in 2011, the first time that LeBron had met Quavo, he had on a Gucci sweater, and LeBron was like, "Nah, Versace. That's your lane."
Someone posted a photo.
Don't wear that. Don't wear that.
Posted a photo of JFK in the convertible. I told JFK that drop top wasn't a good idea the day before.
Bruh.
It's fucked up. We shouldn't laugh at that, but
you know,
we understand.
it's the
It's just like,
context.
yo, dog, come on, man. Stop it. We love you, bro.
Well, what else has Bron? I mean, I remember during the bubble, those pictures of him reading were very funny.
Yeah.
What is the other lies that Bron's been
it was the one press conference when the dude was asking him about the Godfather movie. And he was like, yo, what's your favorite quote? And LeBron was definitely about to say hello to my little friend.
He said those movies are so long. You know, he goes, there's so many lines.
Yeah.
I can't name one.
It's
like when that reporter asked Trump, "You're a Bible guy. You read the Bible." He goes, "I know every single passage." And he was like, "What's your favorite
verse from the Bible?"
Verse? And he was like, "Can't name one."
Yeah.
He's like,
there's so many to pick from.
I like them all.
It was the same approach. And then there was the press conference.
John be talking.
Yeah.
John, he be talking that talk. There's so much to pick from.
There was the press conference when he was talking about Liverpool and the soccer team. And the woman said, our correspondent who's also talking is a legend on the team. And he goes, "Oh, I knew that." Then they asked her, like, the captain of England scored a goal or something. It was something along those lines. And he was like, "I thought it was cool that he scored like that." And they were just like, "What?" Like, you could tell they were like, "Yeah, LeBron."
Like LeBron, it's just that we love LeBron, but people have been trying to call him out on bullshit for years.
See, I didn't know that makes Kyrie's flat Earth theory a little more palatable now that LeBron's just giving it up like that.
Dog, that fucking Godfather shit had me crying.
He said he
because
predicted
he definitely
Kobe's
was about to say hello to my little friend for sure.
He said
for sure.
Those movies are so long.
He said he predicted Kobe's 81-point game too.
Yeah, he said, "I told everybody the night before he gonna go for 70." Yeah. He said, "I told everybody."
I mean, that's not a bad assumption of Kobe. It's just
it's just that LeBron didn't say that.
Yeah.
Nobody says, yo, he gonna go for 70 tonight. Nobody has ever said that. Like 70? Like, yo, come on, man. Stop, bro. What are you talking? What person has ever sat down and was like, you know what? He going for 70 tonight. It doesn't happen, man. Stop it, bro.
I'm just waiting for him to be like, yo, I told the Heat in the locker room, Mavs was gonna fuck us up.
Yeah, like talk about that. Like, yo,
how come you can't predict
like,
that
yo,
shit?
I told him, yo, Jason
JJ
Terry
Barea tore you up.
Yo, I told everybody Jason Terry was gonna average more than me. And he coming off the bench. I told him. Like, Bron, say that. Like, say that shit. Like, he won't say that though. Jason Terry was killing y'all off the bench. He averaged more than Bron. Are you kidding me?
Listen, if he wants to read one page of the biography of Malcolm X, I can't get over. He said he knew the Migos in 2010.
That's
crazy.
Sick. And then they showed Offset.
Were they the Migos?
They showed Offset like this in the room. It was some crazy shit. He wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, no, Bron was on that. He was holding the camera.
he was holding the camera.
Oh my God, man.
Thank you,
Ooh, Rich,
LeBron.
don't kill us, man, please.
Yeah.
All right, Rory. I know you don't like to talk about sports, but
Trying to call me pussy?
Nah. Some pretty big games last night. Joel Embiid had a crazy fucking game. 59, 11 rebounds, 8 blocks, 4 bitches. All kind of
Bron
shit.
predicted it. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, no, Bron definitely predicted it. He said Joel was gonna go for 70.
Yeah.
Last night. Joel Embiid had a crazy game. Shout out to Joel Embiid. I think it's only him, Iverson, and Wilt Chamberlain now for the Sixers.
Oh wow.
That had games like that. I like Joel Embiid, man. I don't know how happy he is in Philadelphia though.
You're not trusting the process.
Well, I trust the process.
It's been a long fucking process.
I trust that the process has run its course. I think that Joel, I don't think that he's happy in Philly. I think that he's pretty much done with that city and ready to get out of there and take his talents elsewhere.
To the Knicks?
Oh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy to have Joel in New York.
They would give the whole roster. It would just be one person on the court. Just 1 versus 5.
It'd be us. Us and Joel.
Yeah.
Darius Garland had a good game, a crazy game last night for the Cavs. He had 51 points. He only missed like 5 threes or some shit. He had a crazy game, but Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing, so
he got lost.
Yeah, they lost. He got some extra shots last night. 51 points though, 10 for 15 from the threes. Some crazy shit like that. I like Darius Garland. I think that he's one of the underrated players in the league. Cleveland is dangerous, man. Cleveland's gonna be a really good team. I don't know if Brooklyn wants to see Cleveland in the playoffs. I love Kyrie, obviously love KD, but that Cleveland Cavs team is a young, hungry, aggressive team, and I think they about one piece away from really, really being Eastern Conference Finals like every year for the next few years. Shout out to Darius Garland, really good game. I like him a lot.
Your Lakers picked up their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah,
it's only up from here.
They beat the Nets.
Good job.
Listen, man. Yeah.
Anthony Davis at 37.
Bro. I think they can win out from here.
Yeah, why not?
Oh man,
I see a streak,
Lakers, man. We just I don't know, man. We gotta. I don't know. We gotta make some changes. I do like
Clearly.
I do like the fact that
bold take.
Crazy.
Damn.
That's like when
I just don't even know what to say about. Like I just can't. Listen, we've had our years of being bad. The Lakers, when Kobe had a few years of some really bad rosters and not really being a great team. But
the Nick Van Exel years.
Yeah, I mean, but even those years, we played better than this.
Oh, I mean, of course.
You know what I mean?
Any year.
Like this is just I don't get it, man. I don't. And this roster is aside from obviously Anthony Davis and LeBron and Russell, those big names. The roster is just this is a bad team,
It's
bro.
not good chemistry.
This is a bad fucking team. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Good to get a win against, the Nets. But we're going to probably lose the next 7, but whatever. That's just how it goes with this team right now. Win 1, lose 7.
Yeah.
But great news around the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
Rory, the Last Dance documentary with Jordan, we thought that was the cream of the crop, last hoorah, if you will.
Yeah.
But Jordan and Pippen are indeed back.
They're doing the big 3 or something?
That's lit.
If you want to call it the big 3, maybe call it that. But
are they doing like commentary, the podcast together?
Nah, that'd be
maybe
crazy.
Making amends.
Making something.
Space Jam 3?
Yeah, the family's together.
But not that Jordan Pippen. Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife and mother of his children.
Future's girl.
Future's ex. Few other names on the list, if you will. And Marcus Jordan are officially have been spotted on beach dates.
Who's Marcus Jordan? Is that like an actor?
Oh no, this is the GOAT's son, Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah.
And it's been we've been getting pictures for a few months.
wait, hold on.
Yeah. No, it's official.
Michael
official.
Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan son, Marcus Jordan, is dating Larsa Pippen, the ex-wife to Michael Jordan's Batman, Robin, the best 2-punch combo we've seen in the NBA history. That Scottie Pippen, ex-wife, Larsa Pippen, is dating Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan.
Giving her a different type of combo.
So
that is a different combo. That is a different package. That is a different pick and roll that is being set.
So his ex-wife's father-in-law is Michael Jordan?
His ex-wife.
It's like some Game of Thrones shit.
No,
Yeah.
Mike did take that personally.
Yeah.
He's never putting that grudge away.
No.
Since Marcus's playing career didn't pan out, does this put him back in the conversation for, like, we know he's got the Jordan gene in him. Is this it?
Ew.
Can't lose mentality.
No, this is it. This is, I mean, listen, man. I'm pretty sure she babysat Marcus Jordan at some point in her life.
Do you think Scottie would have went to Portland had he known this?
Oh my gosh.
I think that Scottie.
Why didn't LeBron pull him to the side and say, hey,
Yeah, LeBron, why you say, listen,
Jordan's son is eventually going to date your current wife right now?
I told him. I
Where
said,
was
listen,
LeBron?
Did you see that boy she babysitting? He gonna grow up and
Also, have you heard the Migos?
he's gonna smash them cakes.
Smash them cakes.
Yuck.
It's just, I don't listen, man. I keep telling y'all, everything that we think is impossible and will never happen is fucking happening.
You say it all
This
the
isn't
time.
real though, right? Like, this is really a
No,
joke.
this is real. This is a real thing. They've been spotted on a beach date, looking like a couple,
In Miami.
acting like a couple.
This is like a nasty soap opera when like the babysitter eventually, it's like, oh, you're all grown up now.
Yeah.
Like
Ugh.
this is,
Yuck.
Listen, man.
and how did they meet at Thanksgiving? Like this is fucking weird.
Probably.
They met in the 90s when she was babysitting him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was baby.
At the hospital when he was born.
At the fucking arena.
Fucking-
at the United Center.
It's her godson.
Yeah, at the fucking
this little
United
guy?
Center. This is the craziest shit ever. We're in the fucking simulation. I
Yeah.
keep telling you guys this shit. So we'll have to wait and see what comes of it.
If you're Scottie Pippen, what are you doing?
If I'm Scottie Pippen,
Yeah.
I'm stepping the mic immediately.
To Mike.
Yeah, we got to fight.
Wait, why Mike?
And like you know how you
That's
have,
your son.
Okay.
Get your son's fucking balls off my ex-wife's ass. The fuck you mean?
You know when you have like parents, like your parents' friends that you call uncle, aunt, and then their kids are like your cousins
That's
type
auntie?
of situation.
Yeah.
So like what if that was the case with them?
That was his auntie that wasn't his auntie.
Is that now their cousin / stepfather?
Scottie
Yeah.
Pippen? No. Why would he be that?
No,
stepfather?
no,
Well, he's not
I'm talking
really.
about Marcus Jordan.
Marcus Jordan, yeah.
It's who stepfathers? Scottie Pippen's kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
/ cousin.
Yeah.
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 That's my
You
big
think
cousin.
MJ?
Big
You
dad.
think MJ's one of the Scotty's kids' God's father?
I would.
You think the ties are that
oh
deep?
It's
my
a safe
God.
assumption. At least, I mean, if not, if it wasn't like an official that, it was like they call him Uncle Mike. They call each other cousins, like at least.
If you would have told me that Dennis Rodman would look like the most sane person out of the bunch in 2022, I would have looked at you fucking nuts.
Dennis Rodman's working
Dennis
on
Rodman's
world
a
peace.
humanitarian.
Yeah.
He's a global humanitarian.
Diplomat.
Yeah, he's going fighting for world peace.
Yeah, they'd be chilling.
and
in
Marcus
North Korea.
Jordan is now banging Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Damn.
The fact that Dennis Rodman could open his phone and be like, "Yo, y'all are fucking crazy," is hilarious.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is a simulation. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the fucking rules are anymore.
She plays the clout game, right? Isn't she like
Oh,
a one of those?
She's a hottie. She's
She's one of those.
She's outside. Yeah.
So is this one of those things?
I mean, well, she's just having fun.
What does she see in Marcus? Besides his childhood.
Besides him grow up and take his first steps.
That's creepy.
Oh man, it's listen, it is
She's
what
the
it is.
creepy uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Aren't you all grown up now?
I would
creepy
love
auntie.
to know what Jordan thinks.
We don't talk about creepy aunties enough.
Oh, they are
Oh,
creepy.
man.
They definitely
We don't have the conversation about creepy aunts.
Do you think once he turned 21, this could be even creepier now? I think Scotty's probably going through memories. Like, you look just like your father.
Ugh.
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 She's 17 years older than him.
She's 48, he's 31.
Oh, I mean, that's not crazy.
No, in this
In
story,
that
that is
context,
not the
yeah.
craziest
Yeah.
thing. No, that's
No,
not
yeah.
what's crazy
Yeah.
about this story. No,
It's the relations.
it's the relationship. Yeah. Well,
She just want. I see where she's going with this.
you know she wants the Jordans before they drop.
She want the shoe money.
Yeah.
Could y'all be with a woman
Yeezy's
that's
just plummeted.
15 old?
Yeezy didn't jump over the jump, man.
Can I be with a woman that's 15 years older than me?
Yeah, so like they'd be like 80.
Is it clear? What's her name?
Fuck you.
Laura?
Larsa.
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 Yeah.
Did Larsa jump over the jump, man?
She may not have jumped over him. She jumped on him.
On
though.
him, yeah.
She did the same split.
Oh, yeah. She is the new logo. Let me tell you. No, he did the same split.
You know how they've been talking about making Jerry West maybe not the logo,
Yeah, yeah,
Kobe.
no, Larsa.
Now is Larsa the new?
Larsa is the new Jumpman logo. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Or, hey, you guys aren't thinking this through.
Jump woman logo.
No. All right, hold
Dump
on.
them.
Maybe we should give Scotty some credit or foresight here.
Mm-hmm.
Is he sending her to take the empire down? What if they get married and have a dicey divorce, and she leaves with some stock and gets back with Scotty, and now he owns some of Jordan Brand?
I can guarantee you that
That'd be a
Larsa
great
Pippen-
movie, by the way.
Larsa Pippen will not get any piece of Jordan Brand out of Marcus Jordan. I can guarantee you.
Haven't
that.
you seen Tommy Boy? It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, okay. I can guarantee you Marcus
Mikey
Jordan
boy.
has no control of the Jordan empire.
Yeah, but he'll inherit it.
Okay, you think so?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Not happening. No fucking.
Jordan would give that to one of his golf partners.
Mike will give that to one of his pets before he gives it to Marcus Jordan. The fucking dog, the family dog will inherit the Jordan brand before Marcus Jordan.
We are talking Mr. Fuck Them Kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that sounded weird, but
absolutely.
No, we
That's
know.
Larsa.
That's Larsa.
We know what you mean.
That was Father O'Neal.
Larsa's Mr. Father O'Malley.
Larsa Pippen's the Father O'Neal
Mr. Fuck
of the NBA.
Larsa Pippen is Mr. Fuck Them Kids. Larsa said, man, fuck them kids. No, literally, fuck them kids.
You guys are being judgy. Maybe Marcus is a good listener.
Yeah, no, he's listening, all right. He's definitely listening.
You heard it.
That's nasty.
Well, we'll be back in New York sometime this week, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For a little
We have
bit.
to get the fuck out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
As sad as it may be. We are in Dallas and Houston this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. Dallas on Saturday the 19th, right? Correct. And Houston on the 20th.
Yes.
You have Dallas at the Southside Music Hall and Houston at the Houston Improv.
Ooh.
Houston Improv. We look forward to seeing our Texonians.
Yes. Little turkey leg hut.
So yeah, man. Any plans for the rest of the day while we out here?
We're about to do Drama's show on Sirius.
Shout out to DJ Drama.
Yeah, and then just enjoy the Atlanta
Get
breeze.
something to eat and fucking get some rest.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right,
I'm starving.
we thank y'all for listening to us. Thank y'all for watching us. We'll be back this week with a new episode. This has been a new episode of New Rory and Mal. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.